Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Elestrals unboxing. I figured this time we would do a bit of medley without a booster box. I think it'll work better that way. Um, just so that when you watch a booster box video, you know exactly what's going to be opened up. So I figured this video we'll open up one of each blister pack, and we'll open up the Founders pack, which I did decide I'm going to open because the cards in there just look too cool. I got to put them in my binder. And then we're going to open up two starter decks. So what do you say we start this video with the blister packs? So here is another problem with Elestrals, and I hope A-Drive, maybe listens to the beginning of this, but I will say the shipping company that sent this stuff out, I wasn't exactly the happiest with the quality that they kind of packaged one of my boxes, because I was one of the higher tier backers, and they threw this card in with the box, like just mishmash with everything. No protector. I thought they would have at least put something around this card to protect it. This is a metal card, like a heavy metal. This is actual metal. Golden metal. Looks awesome, right? But it was just laying in my box with everything else sticking out of the plastic like this, just laying in there. And upon closer inspection, it's actually got a nick. You see that right there? That's a dent in the metal, like a chip in it, like an actual dent. You can feel it. And it also has another one up here on the top. Right there, you can see it. It's not the end of the world, right? But I don't know, it's just a little disappointing in the shipping company, especially at this higher tier, that something like this would just be thrown in that can easily just slip out of this plastic and get dented up and whatever other damage to it. It's visible on the front and the back of the card. Not, like I said, not the end of the world. I didn't plan on selling that or anything. Almost everything that I'm opening is going to be for my own personal self until I get a collection that I want, like a playset, and then I'll think about selling off my excess. But seeing stuff like that and like this Founders pack just kind of thrown in there with, this and this were right next to a booster box, and that booster box is pretty heavy. It can clang around, dent cards. I mean, so if A-Drive plans on using that same shipping company, which I don't think he will because obviously he's not going to be going through Kickstarter anymore. But yeah, I will just say that as one of the higher backers, I was not. I was fine with how they packaged the boxes that were mostly just like starter decks or booster box, but that one box that I had with like the binders and the blisters, and it was just like a hodgepodge of everything in there. I was not super happy with how they packaged that safely, to say the least. All right, so not to sound overly negative, once again, this is one of those mishaps that happened, and it was kind of out of A-Drive's control despite going through multiple quality tests. As you can see here, these blister packs, the way the card rests in this blister pack, you can see it in the front here. There was like too much pressure placed on the corner of the card in this like one little indent where it kind of comes out. You see that there, that plastic? So almost every one of these promo cards that comes in the blister will have a dent in the top right. You can see it there, right? You see the damage? Almost everybody's card is going to be like that. I didn't look through my blisters to pick out the best ones to open. I just grabbed whatever, one set of each if the blister looked kind of damaged. But these are Stellars, so it's an alternate color art version for these spirits, which is kind of cool. I do like it. They look nice. You ideally would want 20 of each of these, which is a little crazy. I only think I got 5 of each blister, so I can have like a nice little splash of this in my decks. But what we're going to do is we're going to open up all of these, and then we'll open the packs. The packs are completely random, so they're essentially the same odds, apparently from a booster box, but what people have been reporting is that the pull odds on hollows from blister packs are seemingly quite a bit lower than booster boxes. Like, there are people opening up tons of blisters and definitely like pulling below the odds that they should be. So I guess that's just bad luck, or maybe potentially bad sorting. I don't know. But we'll find out together. So let's see if we can safely extract this promo card in here. Overall, though, I mean, it might sound like I'm being negative. This is just constructive criticism. I'm still definitely a big fan of Elestrals and the cards in general. I think they look beautiful. For the most part, I mean, it was a super successful Kickstarter, very well handled, great customer service, like constant updates on when things are shipping, when things are happening. A-Drive definitely went above and beyond to the best of his capacity to be able to do the best that he could. But once things kind of went into the shipping and manufacturing for the final print. I mean, there's only so much you can do, right? Good old blister packs. This is why most people usually open these things off camera. But you know, this is the real pack opening experience here. This is what it's like trying to open a blister. Some people really like the blister opening experience. I like it because it is like super random. You don't know what to get. And if anything, I'd say it would probably be the more fun way to open Elestrals cards, because at least in a booster box, you know that it's 12 hollows, whereas a blister, it is definitely random and you have no idea what you're about to pull from this thing. Right? You can pull 3 full arts back to back, because guess what? It's not a booster box. But the chances of that happening are quite low. So I think the fun of a blister pack will just be that, hey, it's not like we're counting our hollows in a booster box. We are just truly getting random stuff here. So we got this one to pop out, and then we got one more pack inside of here. Thank you for bearing with me on these. Let me know, do you guys prefer, if somebody opens blister packs, do you prefer, maybe for the first time through, you probably, plus, first of all, I wanted to see how these were for an opening experience. We get to see how hard they are to open. They feel like a blister pack, you know, they feel kind of cumbersome to open. But I think it's also important just to see, you know, how do the packs come out? How do those promos come out? What is the damage like on those? Seeing that firsthand and seeing it like in the promo, in the blister itself, coming out with that little nick on the top, I think it's just important for context. Right, like this one here actually doesn't look like it's too bad. No, it's still got the nick. It is what it is. So there's our promo blister pack exclusive Stellar Spirits. By the way, if this is your first video that you're watching from me for Elestrals, be sure to check out my first booster box opening, where I definitely did a bit more of a breakdown on what Elestrals is, why I got into it, why I believe in it, what are my plans for it. These are just kind of assuming that you've already watched the first video, at least, which was definitely an interesting video, to say the least, at least with my booster box layout. Alright, so let's go through these. Ooh, we did get a hollow. That's a good start. We got Ampherix. Man, I almost thought that was going to be a stellar for a moment that I saw the foil. But hey, getting a hollow from a blister, good value. Good value. Let's just move some things around here on my desk real quick. Make sure I don't forget about that. Founders pack. If we can pull 2 foils from these 5 packs, that's good odds. 3 foils would be crazy. But we are looking for about 2 foils to kind of hit those slightly above average odds. Got a Trifernal. Nice crunchy packs though. Move my mic a little closer to the pack so you guys can pick up some of that pack opening ASMR. Another Majesty. Getting the non-hollow starter deck versions of those cards. Not the most exciting when you get a rare card that is in every starter deck and also comes in foil in that starter deck. But you know, you gotta fill in those rare slots with something. Ooh, we got a foil. Rise from Ashes. This is my first foil of this. These are important cards apparently. You definitely want these rune cards for your decks. This one here, target an Elestral in your underworld and special cast it in attack position. Awesome. So you can kind of take a card that was destroyed or left the field and put it back into play. This card does look a little dark though on the foiling in the background. The foiling on the border looks okay, but the foiling in the background, just a scratch on here too. There's something going on right there. I'm not sure what that is. Well, we did hit those 2 foils, which is great odds. We got one more pack. If we can get a hollow from this pack, I will be quite happy. Because like I said, it's supposed to only be 1 in 3 packs, and from what I've seen from people, some people really did not have good luck with their foil blister pulls. So if I can get another foil here, I will be quite happy. And we don't. It's another Majesty. But that's okay. 2 foils from 5 blister packs. I will take that as a win, especially because one of them is Rise.